And I was wondering if you could tell me if you thought that that was particularly ugly, or if you thought it was all fair game, or what you thought of the tenor of that campaign rather than the merits of the candidates.
When you go into campaigns, having lived through it, we lived through two of them, you want to go in being as positive as possible, talking only about issues, etc. The reality is a campaign is a tough slog. And you're going to get people that wind up taking shots at you, so you wind up going back again. And we didn't want to be negative, and both times when we ran, we're trying not to be. But if people are taking shots at you, you got to respond first of all. So I think it's unfortunately part of a little bit of part of the narrative of campaigns, and it's just the way it is.
How do you think voters feel about it? Do you think they respond to it? Do you think they...
No, I don't think they do. I mean, there's all sorts of data. The pollsters and the pros will tell you negatives work because, that's what Obama was doing all summer on Romney. Just tearing them down when Romney couldn't even respond. And so I think that, they believe it works. If you tell lies long enough, people will believe it. But I think people also get tired of it, and I always felt that way. Try and be upbeat, because people don't like to see other people keep tearing down. If it's a debate over policy, differences of policy, that's okay. But when they become personal attacks, you're lying or you're telling, that out. I think people tune that out very quickly.
How would you have counseled Brendan if he would have asked you, should I go negative or should I keep it on the up and up? I might be able to win if I go negative, but if I keep it up, I'll retain that uncommon integrity.
This will seem, probably, how would I say it? You wouldn't think this, but I didn't pay a lot of attention to the local races. All right, I've been focused more on the national.
Okay.
I know where I am on Brendan. I know both of them very well, and there was no question in my mind that Brendan Doherty is, high class, first class, and be a great congressman. So I didn't really focus too much on the weeds of the campaign.
Gotcha, but what would you have said if he did ask you? Should I go negative or should I keep it above board?
Well, you're trying to always keep it above board. But he's a competitor like we all are, and so you've got to engage.
Right.
That's what you have to do.